What would you say to someone who is interested in mining but hasn't taken that leap? They've been in the space maybe a couple of years and they just see the machines getting more intense and more power hungry. What would you say to that person who has that itch but doesn't know where to start? What's the best tip of advice for them?
I would say first, it's very important to simplify it for people because the strength of Bitcoin network is not the value of Bitcoin, is not the exchanges, is not tradable. The value of Bitcoin comes of being decentralized. People send it from a person to person. So we embrace always solo mining. We embrace also the decentralization and avoid concentration of mining, across same location, same country, or same operator. So that's how the Bitcoin is built. So simplifying the entry is important because mining with farm, they are still right partner, they are still right technology which simplify this for people, and give accessibility without really having bad experience. We highlight in this panel is the risks, and what you need to avoid, but what you need to start. Because if you believe that Bitcoin is the future of decentralization and you want to do peer-to-peer transactions, why you need to rely on a business or mining farm or just to process your transaction and it's built that you can own a small portion of power and start that journey. So from my point of view, I think Bitcoin mining is a must for every person in the world, and we are still below 1% of people understand what is mining. And the more we see solution and company try to simplify and bridge that gap without knowing the infrastructure layer complexity, without going also to the how I configure my pool, but they need to get all in one solution to get that accessibility and unlock that. There is a fairness index for Bitcoin mining. If you hold one Bitcoin and you have zero contribution to mining, then you are relying on others to process that transaction. And that mentality should change, because if we all believe in Bitcoin, we need to believe in Bitcoin miners. Bitcoin miners is not only in the industrial product that everyone need to know the dynamic how it works, but they need to know that if I do mining, through different ways, either through owning devices, renting it, or solo miners, still, I'm contributing to the bigger picture of Bitcoin.